All right, I think we are live. Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday, January 11th, 9:45 a.m. and about 0 degrees Celsius. And I see some people jumping into the chat already. Sheena Roberts, Lewis, Morgan Gaming, I like to walk. Vivian Johnson saying thank you for the day off with pay. You're so welcome, Vivian. Jeanette is here, Katia, Yasin, and everyone else, thank you for tuning in. I'm just finishing up getting set up here. Just give me a moment. And we will be back at it. As you can see, it is raining. It's snowing. I literally rolled out of bed like 20 minutes ago. Make sure I got my gloves ready. I decided to do a video this morning in lieu of a live stream. So there will be no regular video posted later today. And we're here in Midtown, right around the corner from where I live. I've just kind of got the camera set up, camped under an umbrella. Oh, as soon as I say that, the umbrella starts to blow away. I'm gonna put a glove on here. Let me flip the camera back around. We're gonna get in a second. Put a glove on the other hand. Oh, this glove is still a little bit wet from the last live stream. Oh well. So I was lazy yesterday. I didn't even go outside of the apartment all day. It was my first day of the year where I didn't hit at least, I think, 20,000 steps. In fact, I didn't even hit 1,000 steps yesterday. There we go. I decided against wearing boots today. I'm just wearing not waterproof trail shoes. So the only catch will be jumping over puddles and that sort of thing. Good morning from San Francisco, says JL Braswell. I bet you don't have weather like this there very often. Yeah, we have not had a lot of luck with snow this year. Luck might not be the word some people would use, but here, I just want to double check to make sure my backpack is closed up. I've got my Pocket 3 camera in there. I'm hoping to do a video right after this. We are all ready to go. Morning, Dave in Bangor, Maine. So it's supposed to snow for just a few more hours. I'm not really sure how far we'll get. I'm just heading south down towards downtown. A route I have covered quite a few times in morning live streams before. But what's doing it one more time? It's kind of a light snow. On Monday we had freezing rain and snow. Good morning, Mary W. So we're gonna check out the newly fully reopened Yonge and Eglinton intersection. Do I live in Midtown? Yes. Not far at all from where I am right now. You can even see an apartment tour. It's now a few years old, but it's over on the Johnny Stumbles channel. Did I get my UFC 297 tickets? No, I didn't win the lottery yet. They are outrageously expensive. I am looking forward to seeing Kevin Holland fight Michael Venom Page, though. That's actually the fight I'm most excited about. I think he should be fighting Wonder Boy, but I'll take Kevin Holland as his first opponent. So there's still fencing on the northeast side, and on the northwest or the southeast side, the sidewalk is still blocked. But this is about as open as it'll get. Alright, I'll spin around. We'll take another look at the intersection in a moment. But this has been closed for as long as a lot of us can remember, this intersection. Behold, a kind of open Yonge and Eglinton. Take a look up at the e-condos. And we are at almost 300 viewers. Thank you for tuning in. Just a friendly reminder, I go live 3-4 times a week on this channel. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Hit the bell if you want to be notified when the next live is. There's some fabulously horrible land use by Metrolinx. The new LRT entrance being built. Yeah, hit the bell and you'll be notified when I go live. I tend to go live at random times. I do go live Sundays on the Stumbles channel at 8 p.m. Yes, let's reverse during a busy crossing. That's a smart idea. Morning, Subash, and everyone else. I'm just realizing part of today's video, or this live stream, is going to cover the route I covered in the video I'm going to post tomorrow morning. Oh well. At least it's not that windy. I'm not dealing with the umbrella constantly blowing inside out. Although I am streaming with the iPhone 15 Pro, which I've gotten away from doing, but it's just better in this kind of weather. Hello, Jacqueline S. What day is it? It's the 10th or 11th? I think it's the 11th, right? In a week from now, I will not be here. How nice is that? Michelle Gray, good to see you here. Seems you're having a bout with some extreme cold out west. Marty, I'm up early. I had it in my mind to start the stream at 9 a.m. But I wasn't even awake at 9 a.m. It's a miracle. I even got out as early as I did, but I didn't want to miss the snow. Apparently, according to the hourly forecast, at some point between 11 and noon, it's going to light up or let up. Mr. Mountain Hiker.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
You filming a video?
Yeah, live stream.
Oh, you're live? What's up, everybody?
You're brave.
See, no, you're doing it smart. So, umbrella, you're walking, I'm getting wrecked. I can't see. It's not a good thing then.
The roads aren't too bad though.
You know what? I don't have guards for the wheels, so the splash comes up.
Yeah.
Like my back is
You should get a rear fender. Like you can get one for like $20.
I know, I had one on Amazon. It like snapped off and actually didn't even really work. So even though like it kind of came down here, the water still came up. It didn't work. So now I haven't replaced it, but I get wrecked.
Oh well.
Enjoy your walk.
Well, good to see you. Cheers. That was Mr. Mountain Hiker. He should be Mr. Mountain Biker, I would think. He's always around this area on his bike. Super friendly guy. Good to run into him. Hello, Douglas. Sorry, the sniffles are starting to attack. So we are in Midtown. Yes. Stop signs mean nothing, do they? So I might change it up a little bit once I get to around St. Clair. Whoa, did you see those sparks just fall? That's why that lady turned around and looked up. Oh, come on, camera. My gimbal is acting up. There we go. Look at that fun stuff. Not much worry of a car coming. There's where a long time institution in this neighborhood, 5 Doors North, used to be. They've closed up. I have not yet had my morning coffee. I'm saving that for post stream. Sheena Roberts, 10 pounds towards a hot breakfast. Sheena Roberts, thank you so much for the 10 pounds. A hot brekkie, eh? I whipped together one of my morning smoothies right before I came out. I did want to tempt fate and have a coffee though, because that usually leads to something soon after. I wanted to get out and do this stream. Thanks again, Sheena. Ditch the unhealthy coffee culture, drink tea. I think there's pros and cons to both. I drink plenty of both. Virginia Wedlake, $5. Thanks for battling the weather. Virginia Wedlake, thank you so much for the $5. This isn't nearly as rough as it was the last time I streamed through here. They had this sectional in this store that I was quite interested in. I just never stopped to check it out. 4K Happy Trails and Walks is shut out from Buffalo. Love the umbrella. I'm just letting this group of school kids behind me walk by. Do they still have the sectional I was interested in? $12.99. Mauricio Butrago. Here's for a warm drink at Timmy's. Sorry if I'm a little distracted, but I quite like that sectional, and I think it would work in my apartment quite well. I might have to stop in and check it out on my way back, but thank you so much, Mauricio, for the $9.99. Whoops. Jeanette, $7 to go towards the sectional I admire. Jeanette, thank you. Well, I've got to go in and do the sit test and then the when is this available test and all that fun stuff, but thank you, Jeanette, for the $7. If I don't end up getting that sectional, please don't hate. But every time I see a sectional or a couch I like, it's always some astronomical price that actually seems somewhat reasonable to me. We'll take a look. We're approaching Yonge and Davisville. I was debating cutting through the cemetery, but maybe we'll just stick to this side. I'll kind of power walk it past the cemetery. And then, since tomorrow's video is going south at Yonge Street from Yonge and St. Clair, I might take a detour. Marge, $7 for my cushion fund for my new sectional. Marge, thank you so much for the $7. Whoops. Sectional. You need to practice your spoken words, Johnny. Maybe I should have pointed the camera towards the Lamborghini I was trying to buy or something. Thank you, Marge and Jeanette. Maybe that's what I was thinking, Devin. Johnny's casting couch. All right, enough of that. I need my coffee. Oh, I don't need a coffee right now. That'll make me need a restroom. And I'm hoping, let's see if we can catch a train going by. I'm hoping to make a video after this. Hey, what do you know? How's that for timing? Vanessa Ann says good morning to Sheena, me, and everyone. I like the preferential treatment going towards Sheena. I would do the same. Well, that was fun. Good morning. Is Toronto an expensive city? It sure can be. If you are without rent control or a very high-paying job, I think expensive might be an understatement. And even if you have both of those things, you'll still find it expensive. But hey, the population is expanding far more rapidly than we are adding houses, especially compared to affordable houses. So I'm not in charge of things, but we're not exactly on a good course. You might notice a theme with some of my upcoming travels of going to inexpensive places. I enjoyed my time in Paris and Barcelona, but the dollar just goes so much further than some other places. Canada's fastest internet and Wi-Fi. Well, if you're lucky enough to have fiber to your home, I don't think that's untrue. Some of the fiber speeds they're offering are insane. Morning, Lisa. Amani asks, hi Johnny, apart from YouTube, what do you do for a living? Well, I sit around at home and I try to do quote unquote work, but I end up playing Rocket League like yesterday. That's Mount Pleasant Cemetery over on the left. I'm debating cutting across to Avenue Road or staying on Yonge Street because tomorrow's video is like a snowfall walk from Yonge on St. Clair. I go south, I divert through some residential streets and I cut through Ramsden Park. One of the problems is there aren't really any side streets that are parallel to Yonge Street that I could just take and go south for a bit. There's Mount Pleasant Road east of here and Avenue Road to the west of here. There's a salt truck. Yeah, Kelly, I agree. I wish we could have just had weather like this over the holidays. It would have been nice. I think that is 3 southbound trains now, or northbound trains, and we haven't seen any northbound trains. Hello, Anthony. We haven't really had a proper heavy snowfall this season. Had a few light snowfalls last year at the end of the year. And Monday, it snowed for a little bit, and then it turned into freezing rain. And this is really more of a light snowfall, although this is the kind of snowfall that if it keeps going, it'll sure accumulate. All right, Wayne Cito, take care. And we're at 428 concurrent viewers. Thank you, everyone. One of the reasons the view count is lower the earlier I do a stream is a lot of people on the West Coast are still asleep. The area south of the necropolis, Cabbagetown, Riverdale Park West, that's all south of the necropolis. I've done that plenty of times, as well as all around the necropolis and the little park just to the north. Let's see if the camera lens needs a wipe. Maybe that helped a little bit. Davmar, $2 to contribute for my cinnamon bun, eh? Davmar, thank you so much for contributing to the cinnamon bun. I didn't know I was going to be having. As my non-waterproof footwear is barely holding up. George, I think it's around 0. It's not that cold. Fortunately, it's not windy. I'm not going to say it's pleasant or anything, but it's not bad. I'll let this car turn. This lady kind of cut off that driver. Thank you again, Davmar. Oh, if you're one of the new channel members, because on a recent live stream, I think we added about 30 channel members thanks to Blackcad, Marg D, and Sally Smith for donating. I've updated the end screen. So if you are a new channel or Patreon member, you should find your name at the ending credits in future videos. The pre-recorded, not the live streams. AI Gaming, that was a long time ago. Yeah, we're at 102,400 subs. I think the last time I streamed in the snow, we gained over 100 subs on that stream. Well, this is misleading. That sign says Yonge Street there, but we are walking south down Yonge Street. This is Heath Street. Brent Sarzen, $3 super sticker. Thank you, Brent, for the $3. As my umbrella falls on me. Thank you very much. And another one. Nancy Mattis, hi Johnny. Don't you get buried? Haha. Don't you get buried? What the fook is this about on Ken's channel? Yeah, I said Ken a super chat. Or I think it was just a message asking what the fook it was all about. But thank you, Nancy, for the support. I'm just gonna clear out my nose for a sec. There we go. So this is Yonge and St. Clair coming up. So in the video I've uploaded for tomorrow, I start here and I go south down Yonge. And it's snowing. Sound familiar? Andy Wood says these streams are a little piece of history, or they will be in the future, providing YouTube doesn't delete everything. So this is Yonge and St. Clair, where the streetcars no longer roam. They are shut down for a while. I don't think I will ever live to see the day when all the streetcars are just running on their designated routes properly. Oh well. Yeah, there used to be a CFRB 1010 at Yonge and St. Clair. I dropped in and said hello to Wally Crowder and the gang. I had a friend who used to work at this book city. They transferred to another location. The residences of Yonge and St. Clair, the Hill. Marge says she misses Wally. That was one of the radio stations my mom would always play in the car. My dad would always put on like Bruce Springsteen or Boney M or Conway Twitty. My mom, she would always put on CFRB. Or occasionally Kiss 92.5, and then I would complain. Back when that was a country station. Sheena, that was a presentation center, not a lobby. This is Balmoral. I had a thought to go that way because I already covered this part of Yonge Street in the video, but Maybe we'll just stick to this. It's a bit more interesting. Lisa had no idea who or what Boney M was until this year. I think they came from the 70s, right? I think they're actually still going, but of all the music my dad played, I think that was my favorite. What was that song, Rasputin? I'm not even going to try to sing it. Good morning, Chatty Cathy. And we have cracked 500 viewers. Thank you. Alice is happy that you're watching. This is Woodlawn coming up the next street. Reading Smitty. FYI, there is a chance I'll go live tomorrow night. I've got a video in mind I want to record. I just might live stream after it. Whoa, that truck is just hitting those bollards. That's what they're designed to do. In the last live stream, we saw a car drive right over one and snap it in half. Morning to you, Azami. So the snow is getting lighter. You can almost get away with putting away the umbrella. You don't really have to worry about the gimbal or the camera. Colleen is here. Good morning. Someone's saying there's more snow in Scarborough. There seems to be a lot less accumulation the more south I go. The ground is definitely more white and snow covered. more north in Midtown. Nancy Matt is $5. Sing Billy Joel's Only the Good Die Young. Don't ask me why. Queen of Hearts. See if I can read the rest of that. By Blondie and Radio Gaga to outdo Mr. Continuo. Can't get this around. Nancy, I will not be singing any of those, but thank you so much for the super chat. Imagine me trying to sing Radio Gaga, the Live Aid version. There's an excellent cafe, Boxcar Social. Great place to take your laptop, get some stuff done, eh? Really not that bad at all here. Just a very light snow. You think you caught my cold? Sorry to hear. I think I'm all cleared up as of late. There's where the Summerhill Toroni is. If you want some expensive Italian food, that would be the spot. I think that's an O&B restaurant. This is as expensive and only okay. Yeah, for my money, the best affordable Italian food in a nice restaurant is Sip Wine Bar at Yonge and Eglinton. And if you want a more like rustic experience, Grazie at Yonge and Eglinton, that place is busy every night of the week. And there's a reason for that. It is quite good. Mr. Mountain Hiker, it was good to see you earlier on the stream. Hopefully you've safely arrived to wherever it was you were going. But yeah, get a rear fender for your back wheel if you're going to be riding around in the slop. I used to like going to Spuntini, Lisa, until it burnt down. That was my like impress someone Italian restaurant place. Also in Yorkville. Is this Yorkville? No, but we are near Yorkville. Yorkville would be the next neighborhood I come upon. This street here, Gibson Avenue, I turned onto this street and headed into Ramsden Park. And up to a little street called Hillsborough. We could do this little detour. I'm going to come back to Yonge, but now there's really no need to watch this video I'm going to post tomorrow. This camera work is brought to you by Johnny's left hand. Giving the right hand a break. You know what? We could just keep going through the park here. This will spit me out onto Avenue. This nature interlude is brought to you by, well, I don't have any sponsors. There's an ice skating rink just down there. There's two of them actually. Some tennis courts up ahead. So we have left Yonge Street. There are any cyclists requiring mechanical assistance. the microphone. Looks like my audio is holding up. Today's kids are spoiled. We didn't have any teeter-totters that looked like that back in my day. Is that a Canadian thing? Do we call them teeter-totters? And Americans call them seesaws? I don't really know. Take us somewhere haunted. In order for me to do that, you would actually have to have some kind of delusion that things can actually be haunted. So this is Ramsden Park coming up Avenue Road. For some reason, the Gin Blossom song Allison Road just popped into my head. Wouldn't have quite been the same if it was Avenue Road. Dunfirm says they call them teeter-totters in the US. Thanks for clarifying the burning questions of the live stream. So I worked out a way talking to the New York City walking commuter, another live streamer, how we can do these live streams hands-free with the Pocket. And this would have been a perfect one to test that. What's the difference between a teeter-totter and a seesaw? I'm asking you. I think they're the same. But we just call things differently or better in Canada sometimes. Like when I worked in Korea, most of my coworkers were American. And I said I was going to go get a chocolate bar. And they're like, what? You mean a candy bar? I'm like, well, it's a form of candy bar. It's a specific form of candy bar. Which is why I said chocolate bar. They're like, who says that? Well, smart people say that. Another one was washroom. I always taught my students to use the washroom or to use that word. They'd be like, it's bathroom. Insert eye roll. Let's not even get started on spelling. But one where North America is all mixed up is soda versus pop. I think to the east we tend to call it pop, but more on the west they call it soda, except for New York. I think New York, they say soda. And down south, everything is Coke. What kind of Coke would you like? Oh, I would like a 7-Up. What? You know, you're living life wrong when you call Pepsi Coke. Love and Joy prefers to say restroom. I like restroom. It works internationally. In Asia and some parts of the world, they're very blunt and they just call it the toilet. If you're in a restaurant here and you asked for the toilet, you might get a weird look. But in Asia, it wouldn't bat an eyelash. That's just what it's called. In fact, the signs will usually say toilet on it. All right, we've made it to Avenue Road through Ramsden Park. Still just north of downtown, but we're close. Let's boogie, let's skedaddle, let's rock and roll. Ooh. Everyone is waiting for spring. Let's blow this popsicle stand. That's a good one. So I think Adrak, one of those places over there, is like a very fancy Michelin star restaurant, an Italian restaurant. If it's not Adrak, I think it's just one that doesn't have a sign on it. And I think that might be it. I'm gonna clear my nose out for a sec. We are an hour and 4 minutes into the stream, 544 viewers at a time when I would very much normally still be in bed. What time is it? 10:50. Mike Landry, $3. That's not it, Lisa. Thank you, Mike Landry, for the $3 all the way from the East Coast. By the way, I need to wash this left glove. I wore it last time in the live stream and it got wet. And it kind of stinks. Like it, I don't know, it just smells really bad. So I'm gonna throw this in the hamper when I get home. There's some TMI for you. Greetings, Mike. Sorry, I can't see. I just read. Is this your full-time time, Johnny? Says Pee Wee. Pretty much, yeah. And by full-time, I think only job would be a better way to put it. Shout out to me, thank you. All the way from Accra in Ghana. Yes, why stop at the stop sign when you can stop in the middle of the crossing like an asshole? You saw that car? What if like a kid was streaming along on a bike or something? They had zero visibility. What's TMI? TMI is too much information. Like when somebody overshares and it's something that nobody needed to know. Oh, Jelly Bean is here. So, swanky Yorkville neighborhood on the left, the annex on the right. Bloor Street West coming up eventually. All right, I said earlier on the live stream I was looking at a sectional and some people sent me some super chats to go towards it. Well, I'm also seriously considering this Ferrari as a daily driver and live streaming tool, so you know what to do. Alternatively, if those super chats come up short, I'll be willing to suffer and just get this particular Ferrari, which is probably more expensive than the last one. Smitty says it's already mid-January. Wow. It is. I'm just glad we got some snow before I go away. Brad Palmer is here. Greetings, Brad. As we wait. T.O. Tom, $1 super chat. Reeboks Pro, $5 towards the Rari. Woo! We are getting there. T.O. Tom, thank you so much for the super chat. And Reeboks Pro, thank you for the $5 going into the Ferrari fund. Thank you so much, T.O. Tom and Reeboks. I wonder if I could set my phone up here on the ledge. Will that balance it? Is this a good live streaming angle? What do you say? Should we just do this for the rest of the stream? Oh, I should not have put my hand down. Well, last live stream I went into a Subway. There's the 13 northbound Avenue Road. Jeanette Morales donated $7 through Super Chat towards the Ferrari fund. Oh, Jeanette did as well. Sorry, I missed it the first time, Jeanette. You are helping me buy a sectional and a Ferrari. Awesome. Well, you know, Jeanette, when I do secure the Ferrari, if you're ever in Toronto, I'll give you a ride. You'll have to sit in the back seat if that's okay. I don't want all the other viewers getting jealous. Yeah, it is not really snowing downtown. It is, but it's so light. I don't know if the snow has gotten lighter or if it's just snowing lighter here than Midtown. Next time I wake up in the morning and it's snowing and we're going to make a video or stream, I'm going to head north. We'll head in the other direction. It's always a few degrees warmer downtown. Snow doesn't quite seem to accumulate as much. That's the GDB Gallery de something. All right, Jeanette is down for a ride in the Ferrari. Should I invest enough money that I can one day possibly retire well? Or buy a ridiculous sports car that will depreciate in value severely? Seems like I'll have a tough decision on my hands if and when that day comes. Junk Food Junction, $2. You're on CFRB talking best sodas on Tuesday night. I didn't even know CFRB was still a thing. But thank you for the $2, Junk Food Junction, and congrats on getting on CFRB. Hopefully it wasn't like my CBC morning radio appearance where I immediately went on and addressed the host by the wrong name. I confidently called her the wrong name. Oh, look at that. Someone just sent me Moby Dick. Let me just pull over here so I can read it. Anthony Ryan, $5, Ferrari Fund. I'm sure you've answered this already, but any international plans this year? You enjoyed my Thailand content and hotel reviews. Anthony Ryan, thank you so much for the support and contribution to the Ferrari Fund. Glad you enjoyed the Thailand content. I may be going to a land far away, not unlike that, soon. But yeah, I'm going away twice in January. Both of them are pretty far. One of the countries is really far. And yeah, there'll be airport videos, flight reviews, some hotel videos. I stupidly put one of the hotel videos on the Johnny Stumbles channel last year of the Amethyst Hotel in Thailand, and that video did very well. I should have put it on the main channel. But yeah, stay tuned. I think with my international travels, I'm going to put a little more emphasis on live streaming and less emphasis on pre-recorded videos. There will still be plenty of both, but greetings from Australia. Jelly Bean says, fancy sidewalk. We are in Yorkville. This is Cumberland. No, it's not. This is not Cumberland. This is Yorkville Avenue. There's the Hazelton. It's a very, very expensive hotel. If we were in Midtown, the sidewalk would just be dusted with snow, like up at Yonge and Eglinton. But look at this. The snow is just not accumulating here. I think it was all the construction, Lisa, that threw off that assumption. I'm gonna check something on my phone here. I want to give you all a view of something. Oh, it's 11:03. And we started this, what, at 9:45? Well, the forecast said it was going to let up. I think we're officially experiencing it do just that. The bot got mad at you for all caps. Yeah, the bot doesn't like too many emojis or all caps. But really, all caps is like standing in a room of people trying to have a conversation and yelling at the top of your lungs. So I don't mind it when the bot shoots that down. I never noticed this heritage plaque. That was constructed for John Daniels, Constable of the Village of Yorkville, 1867. Greetings, Midnight Express. I'm gonna cross the street to get away from that music, but this is Bel Air Street. There's a good teppanyaki restaurant just here on the right called Yamoto. Much better than the teppanyaki you get at the a la carte all-inclusives in the Caribbean. I've always been disappointed by those. Although, what do you expect? We are in Yorkville Village. They've still got their holiday magic lights set up.
You know.
We went all this way without hearing a honk. And as soon as we get to downtown, we hear one. Oops. Yeah, we passed Sassafras, the restaurant that famously burnt down. This is Bay Street. Lisa missed me going down Bel Air. Oopsie doopsie. Well, the snow has turned into almost nothing. But these could be neat conditions for me to record an HDR video with the lights bouncing off the ground. It'd look a little cooler around sunset to do that. This street here is Balmudo. I was thinking of skipping Young and Bloor and going south on Balmudo. Let's do it. All right, I'm gonna get rid of the umbrella. How nice it is to fold this thing up. The rain has pretty much stopped. Oh, a super chat. Davmar 175. Thank you, Davmar. See if my equipment holds up now. Thank you so much, Davmar, for the super and the one. It's more of a super light rain / mist right now. I have located the umbrella in the front pocket. Smartest idea, but I didn't want to put it in my backpack and make everything in my backpack wet. I'd rather just soil that front pocket. Okay, says it looks wet out here. Yeah, the snow is quite light.
The only shitty thing is if they did do that,
I like it when people say did do. I was like, if they did do that. Johnny, what was the best day of my life? I would have to say the day I was born. It's either the day you're born or the day you leave. Well, thank you, Davmar, for the super chat. Jelly bean, indeed. Of course it starts snowing more when I put the umbrella away. Mother Nature's just sitting there playing games with me. We'll take St. Nicholas Street down. Someone mentioned I don't do enough side streets and things like that. And hey, we are an hour and 28 into the stream, over 500 viewers. Thank you. Just your friendly nagging reminder to subscribe if you haven't. Hit the bell to be notified when I go live next. It might be tomorrow night. But this is St. Nicholas Street, parallel to Yonge Street. This is Inkerman Street. It's more like a laneway than a street. Oh, it's a street enough. Hey, we all just found out what Lisa does. Who's gonna look this house up? 66 St. Nicholas for sale. I'm going to guess, let me guess here. It's a townhome. It's quite narrow. Oh, it looks like there's 3 units. It's not as many square feet as I would think. I'm gonna guess 2.7 million. I'm guessing 2.7 million. Who can look up this house for sale at 66 St. Nicholas and see how off I am? I'm usually fairly accurate on these. But I'm going 2.7 million. Who's got the Google chops or the Bing chops to look it up? Lisa says that seems high. It does seem high, but we are in Yorkville, pretty much. Bay, Clover Hill. 2.5 million. Was I really within 200K? Or is that a guess? 1.2 says Wheat Cheeks. Yeah, I really have no idea how big it is. Because there are actually 3 units there. Jellybean says 1.2. It's probably a condo. There's probably like maintenance fees and stuff. That is the most I have ever been off, but literally the square footage was like chopped in half when I saw that extra door there. Should that become the new official Johnny Stride studio? I only need a little over $1,200,000 more to get there. With enough super chats, we could go make a cash purchase tomorrow on that property. I'll also need some to cover the property taxes, which are probably going up 10% or so. Only you can make this dream happen. I am just kidding. Johnny is in no way obligated to buy a house if you said to Super. I've got to buy a Ferrari, a house. Imagine if there was some crazy billionaire watching and he was like, I'll do that. And he had one of those like Amex black cards with no limit. And he was able to make that donation. Mary W says, we got to start another fund. Yeah, well, the only reason why property taxes are going up so much is because under the previous mayor, they didn't go up at all. You can't have like a decade of keeping property taxes where they are while the cost of everything goes out of control. That tells you who John Tory was really serving. Had he have just done incremental small increases the whole way, there would be no need for such a sticker shock. Oh, we have made it to a very quiet Yonge Street. Why, hello, Yonge Street. This vape shop makes it look like they're selling something else. We are almost at Wellesley Street. In Korean, Ibanyakun Wellesley. This is Wellesley Yukimida. Wellesley Station. Just to the left. Well, the snow has once again picked up. Oh boy, I just walked under some water dripping off a rooftop.
Over time.
The 10% will also be paid by renters. Well, I was watching that CBC Marketplace piece on how some renters are taking the screws to their landlords by just asking to be bought out to move out of their place and then deliberately not paying rent because they know the tribunal is so backed up it'll take like 9 months to get a case. I think I'll just point the finger at the real problem, and that's the province. If the Landlord-Tenant Board wasn't so backed up, and if they could hear cases within a month or so, the bad actors on both sides of the fence, the bad renters or the bad landlords, wouldn't be able to get away with it for long. It's really the province that has gummed up everything by severely underfunding and understaffing the LTB. But of course that's what the province wants. Screw over the little guy. The big landlords can afford it. They'll just buy up the properties of the small landlords that succumb to not being able to pay their mortgage. Nancy Mattis, question on TV show locations. Have I ever been where season 2 of Lost Girl, the outdoor scene of a glass building with expensive clothing in it? Nancy Mattis, thank you for the $5. I have to be honest with you. I have no idea what you're talking about, but thank you for the support. Thank you, Nancy. Someone said this stretch of Yonge Street has completely transformed. It's quite different. It's lost a lot of character, and it's gained a lot of sterile storefronts. I'm all for putting housing on a transit corridor. It makes sense. But the city has failed spectacularly at replacing the retail units with all these large generic condo retail fronts that don't attract mom and pop stores. Instead, they want larger, more deep-pocketed corporate tenants. And thus, you go from a street that had a lot of character and a lot of unique places to one full of just chain shops and banks. We're getting towards College Street. Nancy, no worries. I appreciate the support. I just have no idea what Lost Girl is even. Whoops. We're at College Park here. Maybe we'll finish up at the square. If you're just tuning in, we started up in Midtown at Yonge and Eglinton where it was actually snowing. Now it's more of a rain. This happened the last time I did one of these streams in the morning. But at least I started the camera while it was actually properly snowing this time. I think the lighting conditions are ripe for an HDR video though. Actually, you know what? I might just start that video here. Yeah, I think this is what we'll do instead. Is anyone out skating? I don't think so, but I'm gonna wrap this live stream up. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I want to thank everyone who sent support, and huge thanks to our mods as we made our way down here from Midtown. I'm going to pull out the camera and just make a quick little walk from here down to Union Station in high dynamic range. Hopefully it works out, and I'm going to go home and edit said video. But huge thanks to everyone for their support. Just a friendly reminder to like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. I go live on this channel 3-4 times a week. Hit the bell if you want to be notified when I go live next. Go get a hot dog. Thank you, Jeanette. Should we go on the ice? Yeah, you could skate on this. Thank you, Jellybean, and everyone else. When I don't have a video in the morning at 9 a.m., that is because I'm going to live stream. So if you ever don't have that video notification, there will be a live stream later that day at some point. Usually in the morning or early afternoon. Yeah, I just think these lighting conditions are going to be pretty neat for an HDR video. So thank you so much for watching, guys. And thank you to our channel members and Patreon supporters as well. I'm going to put this camera away and take out the other camera. All right. I will catch you in the next one. Yoink.